T Diddy.
T Diddy himself.
T Diddy. I'm here for the party.
T Diddy's here for the party. Getting his boy.
I blame you. Happy said this was your idea.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want partners, you already know.
You sweaty?
I mean, are you still recording?
Yeah.
I sweat my balls off right now.
You're going to be stacked in and put in place without moving you 27 times. When we call for you to go out on the racetrack, please do so. Be ready to go. Go.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
Hey Terry, heard you made Mike run the Barbie race this weekend and disappointed all your fans. It's okay. Mike already told me about your drawer full of women's underwear you like to use when you go out. Hopefully one day your balls will drop, but till then keep buying my Teslas. Stay.
Most of that is accurate, except for somebody mentioned Mike was only 40 now. I think it's closer to 64, 63, 64. I mean, he can verify, but
Fuck off. I like your new Casey Max hat. I see you copped that at the race. Oh,
I got
my
two
God,
of them.
two.
Yeah, look at that.
If anyone has Racers merch, I guarantee you Terry has one of everybody's stuff.
No, I'm only looking for those flat bills these days, you know.
Oh, you're just flap rim guy.
And I saw one across the way, and I said, "Hey, that's the one."
Well, as Elon said it best, he pussied out in the Barbie race, but that was fine. We still got it done.
I mean, I'm not sure how many weeks I had to say I wasn't doing it before somebody believed me, but here we are. I ain't doing it.
I believed you since day one. All right, let's rewind. We are a couple minutes late today. I know everyone is shocked by that, but
Yeah.
Today was Monday. It is a work day, so we were working today. I was working today, so I had to get some stuff done before we could jump on here. It was a amazing weekend this weekend. Let's say hello to some of our friends. Patrick Swayze, good to see you again. He was chilling with us this weekend. Thank you again for hooking me up with the Angry Orchards. Actually, I got one going right now. So thank you again, Patrick. That was awesome. What's up, Tommy? Dalton's with us as always. Who else we got in the chat here? Jet Black. What's happening? KD was awesome race. Yeah, KD was an awesome race. Absolutely. Donkey Balls also joining the chat.
That
tonight.
can't be him. That's got to be a fake photo. That looks like you with your shirt off.
James Glenn in the chat. We got James 10 minutes late. Not bad. Normally we're at least 10 to 15, but we try. James Glenn a little off on the guesstimation, but we were close. Well, I do know how late. It was absolutely a long weekend. Not a lot of sleep this weekend, that's for sure.
No.
Did Mike duct tape? No, I would never do that to my boy. I was
tried.
thinking about drugging him and just putting his lifeless body in there and sending it down, but
He tried that too.
he wouldn't, for some reason before the Power Wheels race, he wouldn't accept any drinks I handed him. So he was making sure everything was out of sealed containers.
Rumors around the track that was going to go down.
Yeah, I ended up having to sub in on that one, but in fairness, I did modify the vehicle, so it was up to Up to me anyway. What else we got? Who else we got? He would have been a hero. I agree. But T. Diddy was on the, as you saw in the intro video, he welcomed everybody to KD this race.
Oh, God.
On the main banner as he came into the track, which was a pleasant surprise when we pulled in on Thursday.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I wrote her, hey, A to B, baby. That's what we're about. A to B pass. It wasn't the fastest. It was a decent time. I was shooting for a little higher, but definitely went A to B. It was a little bit scary. Figured he would have had a little more. Oh, Terry still parties. Don't kid yourself. It would have been a dryer. Oh, yeah. If there wasn't that mud, I guarantee those times that we heard coming down that hill would have been at least probably a second to a second and a half faster. Thank God it rained. The mud definitely slowed them down a little bit. Nobody was seriously hurt, I don't think, in the Power Wheels. Jeff's sister and Sarah got a little worked in the two-man luge, but in fairness, I tried to warn them at the top of the hill. The two-man luge idea in the Power Wheels is a bad decision, but Jeremy knows. See, he was a little off, but he's right. When I say 5 minutes, it's just like when we say 8 o'clock. There's always an ish on the end of everything. What's up, David? Welcome back. Good to see you're on. So are we pretty much close to the end? Pro Tree videos on with us?
No, you're fucking not even close to the bottom.
Oh, God, there's a lot here.
Fucking sum it up here.
James. That's also tough. Pretty does do a hell of a job on cutting his own hair. A lot of comments.
It's a shit.
Yes, David, I had a great birthday. It was awesome. Got to hang out with all my friends at KD Dragway, so no complaints there whatsoever. And yes, I do have the main KD banner in my trailer, and we'll be bringing it down for Terry in the winter. What's up, Brad? We missed you this weekend. Maybe Brad will be out to Warren the Woods this year. Dalton, I'm actually 45 years old, sadly. I've crested over the hill, as they say, and it's all downhill from here. Legit. Thank you, Billy Buzz. Appreciate it. We had a good weekend racing. What else we got? Paul M. Best banner ever. I agree with that. If Mike's driving, he's talking to himself. Oh, yeah. You'll see in the Power Wheels video. I'm always talking to myself. Hey, someone's got to be your hype man when you're driving, Who better than yourself? Pro Street 519. Big no prep this weekend coming up. Actually, I'll share that early in the feed here for anyone in the US of A who'd be interested in coming. 10K Canadian. Small tire pot this weekend, guaranteed. That's 10K Canadian, so that's about 4,500 US. Not bad. Not bad.
The conversion. Whew.
Yeah, the conversion, still worth the trip. Who was telling us at KD that they won something here? And then, I think it was, who drives White Cracker? What's his name again? Stick car?
Tony?
I think they said they went to trade in the Canadian. It was like handing them a huge stack, and then they get like a couple bills back. And they're like, yeah, they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, welcome to my life. We go in to the bank with a huge stack of money to exchange it to go down south, and they're like, here you go. I'm like, what'd you give me there? 3 bills? I just gave you fucking 40 bills, and that's what I get? 3? Horrible exchange rate. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. That Cinderella car should have been teched. There were a few Power Wheels that definitely should have been teched. I heard Heather has... I mean, that's one thing. You got to ask Terry what goes on with that. Hell of a tailgate race. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we'll get around to that. Hey, our boy Chris Lane's on in the chat. Chris is with the SRC camp. Garrett also, fueled by racing. I know this kid's going to drop a banger when it comes out. Garrett may not release the videos the first, but I'll tell you, he releases the last. A lot of his videos take a little while, but when he's one of those guys that's got to make sure it's perfect, and I'm willing to wait to watch it. That's for sure. So, what else we got? Chris, you ride the hill, big tailgate winner. We got Solo Man Motorsports from down in Florida, King of Immokalee right there, fastest S10 at Immokalee Regional Raceway. He said, my truck's flying. I said, yeah, it is. I'm still not racing you at Immokalee. You can keep that crown. You can fuck right off. How about that?
Yep. Not going to do it.
Not going to do it. This year, different new year. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to come out. We're going to have some fun with the truck, whatever. Test some stuff. But to chase races at Immokalee, I know what my truck does, and I know where my truck works, and I'm going to continue. I'm not changing anything. Last year was just bitter, made me angry, frustrating. We know what the truck does and where it does well, and I'm going to keep it racing in those kind of races. Lots of racing this weekend, absolutely. Yo, what's up, Terry? Mike, you going to Milan? We'll see how this week goes. I'm leaning towards no. We are gonna go to St. Thomas though on Sunday, but I don't know if I can do both. It was a lot of driving this weekend. There was a lot of, even just going to and from the track was a lot of driving, and I wasn't driving. I was getting chauffeured. So, where are we at? Pro Tree. Did I miss anybody here? There's a lot of people on here. You believe that, Terry? What was that in reference to?
Probably about the size of her balls.
Oh. Yeah, you boys better watch out.
Or that
everyone's quiet now, like, oh, hello, Gator. We're sorry. Our bad.
Now. Or that you're not going to try to go fast at Immokalee this year. That's probably what she's...
Probably. Absolutely, yeah. Charles. You should come out. As you know, we'll be doing a bunch of things this winter, so I hope you can come out and race with us. But you definitely, when it comes to Immokalee, I bow my hat to you. You are the man there. So 100%. So who scared Billy away? Who scared Billy away Friday, Megan or Terry, and did the cat?
She beat my ass too. I'm not messing with her.
Megan Mitchell fucked Terry up.
She put a pop knot right on top of my head.
We are planning to go to Milan. If so, I'll be there if you need help. Awesome, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate that. Billy's very lucky. He's got a good backer-upper with Chris Lane there, so he knows what he's doing. Gator's the real glue and got bigger balls than both these guys. That's facts. Yeah, that's it. And
won't be changing a thing. Sure.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. I left here Thursday morning early. Obviously, we had to stop at Summit because it's on the way through Ohio because it's my favorite store of all time. We stopped in there to grab a set of tires for the event, and then we carried on our way down to KD Motorsports Park, which, if you haven't been there, is in South Webster, Ohio. It is in the middle of nothing. A very small town called South Webster, which it seems that every single road that leads to that town is like a rally car track. We arrived there. Actually, Terry arrived there before we did, not at the track, but in Ohio. He hooked up all the hotel room stuff. So our hotel was about 45 minutes away. It was okay. It was a nice Comfort Inn, standard. Not to Terry's elevated expectations. It didn't have the jacuzzi hot tub and the waterfall in his room serving champagne and fresh cheese.
It was
charcuterie board, but
expectations, okay? Not just mine.
it was fine. It was nice.
It was fine because we only had to sleep there for 3 hours at a time.
Exactly. So it was perfect.
It smelled like catfish at 5 a.m. when we went in. Okay, it smelled like somebody.
And they were very against dogs for some reason. Everywhere said no dogs. Had pictures of dogs with X's through it. I don't know if someone must have had a maybe there was a kennel show or something, and they filled that whole hotel with dogs. And after that, they were like no dogs. But as per standard issue, Maxwell's not really a dog. He's more like my son, so those rules are exempt for him. So we walked in and out with him. I never got any trouble for him there, but they were very much against dogs for some reason. I don't know, maybe one of the people in there got bit or something. It was very weird with the anti-dog stuff. But yes, there were no loaded rubbers around the bed. I send Maxwell in first now, almost like a drug dog.
Yeah, to check.
And he checks the whole room before I step foot in there. He's very Maxwell probably owns the place. Yeah, he doesn't want any other dogs. It's just his place. So yeah, Terry got the hotel stuff organized. Then we met up at the track Thursday night. What happened Thursday night? There wasn't much going on. Thursday, everyone was kind of chilling. What did we do Thursday night? I don't think there was much going on. Terry got a sweet ass rental car.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was all right.
It was a 740 BMW where in the back seat I was able to control everything in the car, which I'm sure Terry loved. While he was driving, I was opening and closing all the blinds in the car and changing radio stations and controlling the air conditioning as Terry was driving down these back roads that were like, Jesus. The
road disappeared a few times.
Yeah, we would go over a couple of sections of the road and you would see nothing. We'd go over the hill and it just went black, and Terry's like, I guess there's no road here. We're just launching into space. So, yeah, those roads back there, I'm telling you, last year or the year before, no, it must have been whatever year I went with Jeremy and his daughter. I remember we were doing the same kind of thing. We'd head back to the hotel, and we're driving down these back roads, this and that, turn a corner, there's a full-size Black Angus cow in the middle of the fucking road, and we're doing probably 45, 50 mile an hour. I have to lock the brakes up in the dually. We come to a sliding stop about 2 inches from this cow's butthole. And I'm like, why is there a full-size Black Angus cow in dead center of the road, like in our lane 100%? And even the lanes look like they should only be going one way.
One way.
Yeah. Like the road looks wide enough for one car. So whenever you leave the track at night, it is a scary situation trying to make it out of South Webster. And we took multiple ways out of there. And every road is the same thing. You see deer, ducks, fucking all kinds of wildlife every night when you're trying to just drive through. So you literally have to go down these roads at like 35 mile an hour, if that, because you've got to be ready at all points to slam the brakes on because there'll be something coming. You're heavy and I was in rough shape. Oh, I'm definitely heavy. Ben was drinking. Oh, yes, that's right. Thursday night was Pro Treat. Ben getting blackout, drunk, live feed. And we showed off our Power Wheels that we built. He said it was a very successful live feed. People like to see drunk Ben. So maybe now he'll just turn into an alcoholic and just film himself at home. Hey, people like it. You got to go with what they like. We do the show, but we don't really give a fuck if anyone likes it. I do it for myself. I told someone that. I forgot who I was saying about that, because we don't make any money here on this.
No.
I just do it because I need to get everything out after good or bad races, so I can start my week off level-headed. Or else it just bottles inside of me, and then one day I'll just go on a shooting spree. Because I'm white, you know. That's
they're
what
going
they
to come
say.
back to this a couple of years from now.
So, yeah, I'll be going back in time. See, I'm still bottling all the Alex anger. That's like just in the side here. I keep like a pouch full of it. But eventually I'll get over that too. Yeah, Adriana definitely ate the windshield that night with the cow. I was thinking about it, but it's very hard to get home with no truck when you're 9 hours away from home and you just took the radiator and everything out of the... Trust me, if we hit that cow, I guarantee you I would have punted that thing. It would have completely destroyed my dually, and it probably would have stood up, looked at me, and kept walking. It was like a giant refrigerator in the middle of the road. What else? What comments we got? Trevor's car looking really good. Yep. Oh, why can't I click on it? No, I'm too far. This thing's laggy today. Is yours laggy on the comments?
Not that I know of. Trevor's car looks really good, running good.
Oh, yeah. It was running really good. Pro Tree does the best live feeds, always keeping people entertained. I agree. I think that's why Ben's channel's taking off on the live feed market. He is very entertaining. He's a good dude. He's just a normal dude. I think a lot of people are getting tired of the YouTube personalities that are really fake. You know what I mean? I get tired of it too. Like, it was cool in the beginning when you're trying to be like someone you're not. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. I know a few of them. Yeah, he did cry.
Oh, yeah. Pegalos broke Trevor's door handles on his car.
All night long.
Pegalos a big dude. He's probably fucking too strong for that shit. Yeah, I agree. I think people, I mean, Terry and I don't really front anything. This is who we are. When you meet us in person or you meet us or you see us on here, sadly, this is just the norm.
That's all we got.
This is all we got. I can't act like I'm anything else. I'm a dumbass, and that's how I act. What's up, Ryan? Ryan was out. He went rounds also with the Burgundy Camaro. Is it Burgundy? Yeah, Burgundy-ish.
Let's call it Burgundy.
Yeah, it looks
Burgundy. It was dark.
It was dark. That's fucking bullshit.
No. Trevor told me at one point.
It's the opposite.
At one point
Trevor's
he said
nicer online.
Yeah, Trevor told me this weekend he was going to punch me in the face if I kept it up.
Punch you in the face? No.
Yeah.
Never do that.
I got his titty one time and he was
Candy
mad
apple red. Sorry.
Whoa,
people don't like burgundy.
As
Burgundy sounds like an old man's car.
Jesus. He paid extra for that paint, so you can't call it burgundy.
Mike, I will be your bodyguard this seat.
I saw that. I even started just in case we had to come back to his other comment here. Bam! Sons of bitches.
There we go. Yeah, see? We're building a small
an army.
Alex intimidation army. I ain't worried about Alex.
We don't need him anymore.
That paint's like 40 years old. No, it's a beautiful car.
Yeah, it is.
I know when Terry's around, you're eating good. Oh, we definitely were eating good. We came back. Let's get back in our storytelling mode with Mr. Dress up here. We came back Friday morning. It was hotter than the fucking devil's lair. There was no wind there at KD. You're down in like a valley of hot death. Friday, we decided we were going to do True Street. Well, really, I decided this a long time ago, but is that my phone? Yeah. Friday, we decided to do True Street and Tailgate like we always do. Shitty part was we were going to have to go back and forth with tires because in Tailgate, we run a slick. In True Street, obviously, we ran the QTPs. So I had just finished actually putting the motor back in the truck. We had done a little bit of damage, or a lot of damage to it, I guess, in the last couple of months when experimenting with getting the truck up on boost. I guess I tried too many different things, and it's hard on it. So I've now figured out somewhat. We figured out a couple of tuning strategies on it, on how to make it work better or more efficiently, I would say. It's still a little bit rough, I'll be honest. This rear mount stuff has kind of been kicking my ass this year, just on the starting line procedure. I mean, the truck works fantastic once it gets moving, but on the starting line procedure, it's just, we've tried, and trust me, I've heard every last person's recommendation. You got to do this, you got to do that, try this, try that, blah, blah, blah. We've tried it all, and I'm at the point now where I have a rough idea on what works best, and we're just going to stick with that because I can't afford to rebuild another motor experimenting with, multiple different things. So that being said, I put the motor in on Wednesday. Anyway, right before we left for KD, my plan was put the motor in, break it in, go do some passes in front of the shop here, and see where we were at with the motor. Sadly, Wednesday night it poured rain here, and it kept raining all night, so we didn't end up being able to do any kind of testing. So our first test pass / break-in / making sure nothing blew up pass was our first pass at KD, sadly, in True Street. So this was...
We broke it in.
Yes, we broke it
Got
in.
the tires in.
We broke everything in. Fresh tires, fresh motor, fresh tranny fluid, fresh everything. This was everything fresh.
Right now is the no truck epicenter.
Oh, Mike hit the tire real hard there. Oh man, he had to drive it.
We missed that one.
Whoops. Well, what we learned after the first pass is, I guess the old motor had been hurt for a while because I put the tune-up in the car that we actually used in Ohio on a bare surface backside, and it went A to B, no issue. So obviously the old motor was a little underpowered with all the shit wrong with it, and the new motor was much happier. So yes, we fucking white smoked the tires out back. It ran a horrible time. I think we ran a 660 that pass, which in True Street isn't going to cut it normally. I mean, especially that little S10, that red one, those guys knew a radial.
Yeah.
Did they win the whole thing?
No.
But they got up there. They were like in the semifinals of True Street, I believe.
He went rounds all night. Yeah.
Yeah. He went rounds all night, and we met them actually in Tailgate as well later in the night. That same car. But, yeah, completely up in smoke at the 330. It was too much. It made more power than I thought it would make. So I went back. I talked to Maxwell. I explained the situation to him. I can't blame him for that tune-up. It was supposed to be the right tune-up, but it was a little bit spicy. So, yeah. So that eliminated us first round right out of True Street, which I think in the situation we were in was probably a blessing. I mean, it would have been nice to stay in True Street. It was a bigger class. But I like Tailgate. I've always said this. When there's Tailgate classes, I'll run Tailgate all day, every day, because I just like, it's cool to race. No one really has any. There are chassis S10s and stuff too, but it's just cool to race other similar vehicles, I guess, not just fucking 2,500 Fox bodies. So that's why I like the Tailgate classes. There's no Fox bodies, really. It makes me sleep better at night knowing that. So We ripped off the. Oh, I guess it was Joey. Oh no, Joey was from Michigan. Joey, I think, won the whole thing. The orange car.
Trick or treat. That one?
Yeah, like I think that's what
Square.
it's called. Yes, the S10 does love tailgate. So, came back to the pits, looked at the data log, saw that we were definitely consuming more fuel, pounds per hour. It was making more power. We messed up that first round tune-up. Put on the slicks, put back on our big wang, put the weight in the places that we normally carry it. Just wanted to first pass, make a solid A to B. Pulled everything back, made it a little more conservative. What else did we do? Nothing. Suspension stayed the same.
Yep.
Terry yelled at me and called me names I can't repeat on the live because they're so inappropriate. About how I suck at everything, and he worked so hard, and I'm so lazy, and I had one job. I was only supposed to go A to B, and I ruined it for us. And now we won't sleep. So outside of that, he made me feel terrible. So I grabbed my box of tissues to wipe the tears away from the abuse, and then we headed up for tailgate, and this was our tailgate round 1. Don't worry, guys. All those sparks, I checked the sliders today. Fuck, I built a nice set of sliders.
Piece of cake.
Nicely ground down, but sturdy. Sturdy. We learned last year, after all the damage that we had acquired at last year's KD Cashdays, that some changes need to be made. So I welded on a brand new set of nice sliders that were reinforced. So really, when it hits the ground and sparks like that, it didn't do any kind of damage. It just grinds down the sliders.
And for the record, all the yelling and abuse that I gave him, you see, clean A to B, back in the wheelhouse.
It was definitely a clean A to B. So it was worth all the yelling, right, Terry?
Exactly.
The
forehead doesn't bruise, so that's where I aim, you know? Write that down, guys.
Don't give away all your secrets. So yeah, nice clean A to B. He out 60'd me, shocker. I'm not used to that ever, but as per usual, never count yourself an easy win if you out 60 me, because I am definitely going to run you down, and you better have more out back if that's your plan. But nitrous trucks and stuff are just, they always out 60 me. This truck just doesn't 60 foot the greatest. And that's the one thing that I am going to work on. Our backside is extremely quick, but the first half is just, it blows. So we're going to definitely be doing some work on that. I think if we can get that front side down, we'll definitely have something to work with. Great seeing you too, Big Stank.
Yep.
That's true. Phone books. Ask Terry. He's got a whole stack of them he needs in order for him to see over the steering wheel. Okay. So that was our first round of tailgate. Good, clean A to B. Great data. Something we could work with. I knew the track was starting to come around now because there was some heat in it, and the sun also was going down. So it was finally killing some of that dead air we had going on. We made a couple of suspension changes, tightening things up a little bit, and put some more in the 60 foot because it was coming around. And so we were trying to leave harder. I mean, the 60 was our problem. The back half was fine. So we regrouped. Maxwell and I had a discussion. We got our tune-up together. And we went on to round 2. And I think round 2 was when we were racing the red truck that had beaten us in True Street.
Correct.
So this was our round 2 pass.
I'm like, hold on. Nothing like. Right lane, they're calling right lane.
I don't know, man. Like, he was gone.
That looked like it. You want to look at it? What happened, late? Versus worse.
So, go figure.
You got out 60-footed.
No.
Technically, you did.
Technically, it did, but Limpy's light malfunctioned and didn't end up going off. So I remember I was sitting there on the break, and I nodded to you, and you gave him the thumbs up, and Limpy stepped back, and I was like, okay, why isn't he hitting the light? And he still wasn't hitting the light, and then I saw the S10 beside me take off, and I still waited, and I was like, okay, I guess the light's not coming on. I knew he'd already had jumped because there was no light. And I knew we needed the data because I wanted to see what the 60-foot would be like. So I let go of the button 2 in order to get that data we wanted for the next round because he'd already left. And I knew the light had never come on. Now, some people say, well, then it was a light malfunction. It should have been a rerun. And you know what? I agree 80% of the time. I agree 100% of the time. But after the total fucking that I've received in the last multiple times with these lights,
we weren't going to offer it.
No, I wasn't offering a rerun. I waited for the light. I mean, if we could have both just sat there and Limpy at some point would have noticed neither of us were leaving and got off the brake and just sat there on the truck. But I was guaranteed not leaving till I saw that light or that guy left. So normally I would offer a rerun, but I couldn't bring myself to do it this time. It's my luck, then something else would have happened and we would have lost. And this is why you don't guess lights. Because this is why I don't guess lights. Everyone says you're late on the light. I won't lose by guessing a light. Because realistically, when he stepped back, most of the time he hits the light right away.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to guess, you would have let go of the brake a lot earlier than both of us actually did. But I also understand the guy in the other lane. He said he didn't want to burn his transmission down. I mean, that's the choice he made. Like I said, if it would have been much longer and that guy wouldn't have left and I wouldn't have left, I would have just sat there and got back off the brake, to be honest, and said, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? But it's hard. I mean, those are the decisions you got to make. But yeah, of course, Alex would have said it's a rerun that time. Of course, only because I won. Exactly. I saw him leave. I knew it was 100% a jump, and that was it. I let go of the brake because I wanted the data. So with that, we moved on to the next round. So back to the pits, looked at the data again. It was still taking more than the 60-foot. So I heard over the, or who told us? Gator maybe told us that
we were discussing how fast we wanted to go. Did we want to push it or play it safe? And then
we found out we got a buy run.
So we said, let's push it.
Yeah. So we ended up, they drew a buy run for us because over at KD, like they draw all the chips. Nobody touches chips. So it's all done at the table there. We ended up drawing the buy. And at that point I said, okay, let's try to get after it now. The track seems to be good. You can't really get after the back end anymore. We basically had all it would take out back, realistically. So we needed to work on that front half. So we, the year of light malfunctions for real, only with me though. So went back, Maxwell and I discussed the tune-up. We put a lot more in the 60 and we decided, let's just see if it'll take it. Worst case, it doesn't take it, and we know to pull some out of it. We also chose to go in the right lane because we'd been in the left lane twice already, and the only pass we made in the right lane was the shit pass on those QTPs. So in case we got stuck with the right in the finals, I wanted to make sure we had some kind of data in the finals.
I think we made one little shock adjustment up front.
Yeah, we made some front shock adjustments, and that was pretty much the only changes we made. We put more power in the 60 foot. So this was that pass.
What's going on here? All right. Whoa, Mike putting in the power, lifting the wheels, and it took it. Damn, that was a good hit.
So again, looks super slow out of the 60. It did 60 much better. It carried the tires about 6 inches. I have figured out now the wheelie control a little, so wheelie control kicked in to make sure it didn't come up on me. I started refining that a little bit now too, so we're going to get that dialed in so it comes up a little bit higher so it doesn't pull power out of it as much, but it was close. It worked well. It let us once again make another clean A to B, shaved a little more time off our ET, and we knew the right lane would take what we wanted, so went back to the pits, decided that pass was probably enough to win the whole thing. I didn't want to get greedy in the finals, so I didn't really change too much out of that. I smoothed out a little bit of the ramp where I saw it needed a little bit more on the converter. I took a little bit out where it spun, down track, just basically just cleaned up things. We didn't add any more power or anything else off the starting line. Like I said, I figured that last pass was good enough. So if the right lane would take it, the left lane should take it as well. And that was kind of our last group meeting, our plans, right? Was there anything else? Suspension stayed the same. Everything seemed to be pretty clean.
Yep.
Truck was happy. I'm sure it could have taken more in the 60. But again, greed will kill you sometimes. Sometimes if you know what kind of time you're running, and we watched the other guys racing, I had an idea of what we needed. There was always the scramble button if need be. But I just wanted to focus on the light, make sure we left together. As long as we left together and he didn't get too far out on me, I felt like we had him covered out the back. So this was Tailgate final. So yeah, it did exactly what I thought it would do. It ran 1/10 and a half faster. Cleaning up those little things definitely improved. We didn't get the same wheel speed out back, so it was just a really smooth path. So that ended up getting us the win, which was awesome. Like I said, we got a sick plaque, tailgate plaque, and my more favorite thing of what I was excited about was hanging up my new big check. We happen to be the class sponsor too for that thing. Plus, I got my bounty off of Happy because Happy put a bounty on me to take me out of tailgate. So all in all, it was a win all around. So it was great. I was happy. We succeeded in one of the tasks we came to KD to do. We got to rack up another plaque to hang in the shop here, and I finally got my first big check to hang in the trailer. In all these years of racing, for some reason, every time they had big checks, I would lose that race. And I kept saying, man, it'd be nice just one time to win a big check. So we accomplished our goal. It was awesome. I had a great time. Who else? What else happened Friday night? We helped Trevor TC tuned with a bunch of stuff. His car was flying, making licks. He was on an older set of tires, so I know for Saturday he got a new set of tires, which always helps. I mean, the problem with the DO5 tire, and we run them ourselves, is once you hit like that 12, 13, front side's a little bit better. You'll get more longevity out of them. You'll get like maybe 15 to 18 passes. But once you crest over like 20 passes on those tires, they have like a really soft top part. And then once you get down to the bottom, the tire gets very hard. It no longer, like you can see it happen because we did it at a Mockley. We've done it on streets. You'll slowly lose a tenth. It just gets worse and worse, and you get a lot more wheel speed all the time. And then they start balling up. They get like, it almost looks like they roll over on themselves, like all the rubber. Once it starts doing that and feathers itself, the tire's basically useless. So, did you have to pay a tariff? We smuggled the plaque and big check through security. James, probably not. KD for me is once a year on my birthday. That's when I go to that race. There's not many races that I go to that are like, we don't go to War in the Woods twice. We don't go to KD twice. These kind of trips are very expensive.
It's a lot.
So they're like a once a year type deal. Like I'll save up money for the one time, but to go to them multiple times a year, this is it for me. I'll probably go to KD again in July next year. We'll see where we're at next year, but I like to hit up those kind of races once a year. So we'll do dig or die normally once a year, sometimes twice, depending on travel schedule, because it's kind of on my way home both times. Like I drive home at Christmas, so we hit up dig or die on the way home. And then I drive home in the spring and I hit up dig or die again on the way home. But if I were to only go to one or just going there for one race, I'd probably just do the Christmas one. I like to go to one place one time a year. It's good enough for me. I think too much of a good thing kind of ruins it, for myself at least. Because that way I have something to look forward to. I think if I went to KD twice a year, every year, it would start getting boring for me. But that's just my own personal, that's how I am. No one's going to talk about how they did the spectators. Yeah, we're coming around to Saturday. We're still on Friday. Friday, there was a great crowd out there. I don't think there was any. Was there a problem with spectators Friday?
Not that I know of.
Robert, maybe post what you're talking about because I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. If you want to join in the conversation here, I'll gladly read what you have to say. This was a bad race. So obviously he's mad about something. I don't blame you for not doing a rerun. Yeah, I mean, those days are done for me. I'm not going to be as, what do you call it? Forgiving? No. What would you call that? Passive?
I suppose.
Yeah. No, I'm done with that. Fuck that. Nice guys finish last. That's normally how things end up. So I'm tired of finishing last.
Seasoned and salty now.
Oh, we're salty. Like Terry Steaks.
Yeah.
The guy who made this track had a hell of a sense of humor. Oh, with it going straight uphill? I think that's what he means. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Dalton. I would love to go. H-Town is definitely... Oops. Fuck. It keeps kicking me down. Where was that comment? Spectators. Ah, yes. H-Town is definitely on my list of places to go. I've always wanted to race at H-Town and Tailgate class. I watch it every year, and I'm like, fuck, I need to make it to H-Town. It's just, that one's really far for me. Like, extremely. And then it's really far to Florida after that. It's probably like, if you were to draw a triangle, that's how it is. And it's terrible both ways. So it's not like you drive to H-Town and then you're like, oh, sweet, now I just cut across to Florida. It's like the same fucking trip again. Yeah. So H-Town is definitely on my list. I just have to figure out logistically what would make sense to get there. So, okay. So I guess this is, they told everyone to keep their wristbands and they'll be good for fall race. So I don't know what dude's talking about. Is he talking about, am I the dude?
Must be Saturday. No.
I'm confused.
You just mean spectators for Saturday, I bet, since it rained.
Oh. Or is, no, this is a different person. I thought this was the original person that talked about spectators.
No, this is someone different.
They said save your armband and get in free to the next one. Okay. That dude is obviously isn't a true no preference. Oh, okay. Well, we're getting to Saturday. Anyway, Happy was actually supposed to join us, but he got tied up with... let me even see if he's still around. So, Terry, what was your feedback on Friday?
I wish we would have stayed in True Street. I wish we wouldn't have missed first round, but that's literally when it happens every time. First round's always the toughest, but I think we would have done really well in True Street as well. It would have been difficult doing tires all night back and forth, doing the wing all night back and forth.
Oh, I forgot about the wing. True Street doesn't allow tuner wings.
So we had it off.
That's what I have.
Street. Yeah, we had it taken off for the first pass. We threw it back on for tailgate. That was the plan, was to do tires and wing back and forth all night. I don't know how that would have went throughout the night. So it is probably a blessing, but it would have been nice. I think we would have done well in True Street as well. Overall, I mean, none of that really mattered at the end of the night. It was nice to leave with a win. We got there last year and we couldn't pull it off in the final. So I didn't want to get too excited, but yeah, it was nice once we were done.
Oh, here's the comment. Robert finally popped back in. So the track people officially told us at 9 o'clock that the race was over, that they was told to cut the banners down and they would be able to dry it with the cracks, and that's why we something. So I guess maybe the track told spectators. See, I'm not aware of what the track told anybody. That's why when you posted that comment, I was a little confused of what we're talking about. So I guess the track told people at 9 o'clock or turned them around when they came to look at things.
I heard multiple things through the pits. I didn't hear what the track was announcing either, though, at the trailer. So
yeah, I remember someone came by with a gator and told us it was done around 9 o'clock.
At every pit. Yeah, they were stopping at every pit and said.
So we went up and we talked to Happy and them, and they said, no, we're still trying to dry it. Like, the shitty thing is, okay, the problem here is with people, what they don't understand, and I'm coming from both sides of the table, because as a racer, it's frustrating as fuck because, you know, we were in the same boat, right? We were like, do we pack up and go for dinner? Do we hang out here? Do we, you know, it puts you like, but again, people can't control the weather. No. So that first rainfall fucking came hard.
Yep.
And then I was even out there after with the blower, because we had a little handheld battery one trying to dry the track, and it seemed they were doing a hell of a job and getting it done. And then they had the Barbie race, and then it rained again.
Mm-hmm.
And that second rain was the nail in the coffin, I think, because at that point the sun wasn't coming back out.
Nope.
And the problem with water like that when you're in a valley is it's going to come up through the ground. Like, that's how water works. It's coming down that hill. It's coming down that other hill where the Barbie race is. It's going to settle. You may not see it, but it's going to keep wanting to come up because water comes up with pressure. So I understand as a promoter, nobody wants to cancel a race. You know, There was no more rain in the forecast. I know that. And it didn't rain the whole time we were there. It never rained again. And the track was trying very hard to dry everything. They were blowing everything. So it really puts, as a promoter, you in a tough spot. And I know Happy very well. I know the kind of person he is. And I know he doesn't want, you can imagine, right, being a racer. Like, I understand spectators too. Spectators who come to a race, it pisses them off. But you got to also remember, there's guys there who've, like myself, we've driven 9 hours, spent thousands of dollars to be there to come race. And some of those guys didn't even race Friday.
Yep.
They were there Saturday to race. So no promoter wants to tell a guy who's already invested thousands of dollars with his car, his trailer, his, fuel, tires. I can go on for days how much overhead expense there is to get there. And then tell him, well, sorry, we're not even going to put in an effort to try to dry this up. So did Happy make the wrong call? Probably. I mean, if you look back, it's easy to judge when you look backwards. He probably should have said at 9 o'clock, like, we're fucked. But who wants to do that?
Nobody.
No promoter wants to. I wouldn't want to do that if that was my race either. I would do everything in my power to try to get that race off, because I know how expensive it is and how much effort it is for all these people who showed up. So I feel bad for spectators too, that they were turned around. I mean, I feel bad for everybody, but at the end of the day, what do you do? It's a 50-50. It's like, he doesn't have a choice either way. He's fucked either way. Yeah, because if he cancels the race, everybody's pissed off that he canceled the race. And then how it is. Facebook blows up the next day. They could have dried it. They didn't even try to dry it.
Just try to dry it.
What a waste of fucking time. This race is gay. They suck. Fuck them. And then the opposite. They keep everyone there late. They try to dry it. It doesn't pan out. And then it's the same. So it's a double-edged sword. You lose either way.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, I mean, I'm happy that there's guys out there who actually try. I mean, there's other races we've been to and places where
they look for
once that second rain came, you wouldn't even have seen those guys go out and even try. They'd say, fuck you, off the property. We got our money. See you later. Here's your rain checks. We don't give a fuck. So, I mean, KD does have limited, what's the term? Limited equipment.
Yep.
But everyone already knew that. I mean, that's not a new thing. I've been to KD every year, and it's been the same deal. So they don't have jet dryers. They don't have anything. They were running lawnmowers, blowers. Like, they're using all the equipment that they had to try to dry the track. It's like one of those things. You can't win. There is no win there. So I'm sure Happy's not happy what happened to the race itself. I mean, that's the main event. Like, Saturday was the main event. Friday was like the warm-up, technically.
Yeah.
Saturday, you had small tire. You had, a lot, really small tire, like, is the main event of all these races. So we were going to run radial. So even myself, I bought a brand new set of radials just to run radial. Like, I never run radials. Those tires are probably useless for me now. But we wanted to race Saturday, so we bought a set of radials. So I'm not happy that we didn't get to race either Saturday, but I also understand that weather is a factor that none of us can control. And they did their very best. We stayed there with them till what time? 1:30?
1:30 or so, yeah.
Yeah. We stayed till Happy finally said, like, I walked down the track with him myself. We looked at it. There was no fucking way it was going to get dry enough. We talked about racing. I was down to race to the 3:30, even though we were going to get pumped because our truck starts making power at the 3:30. But I wanted to race, so I was willing to sacrifice for that. But, he was just in a tough spot. There was no other call he could have made. Like I said, if he canceled the race, everyone would have lost their shit that he canceled.
Yeah.
So it's shitty, but people got to also understand, like, it is what it is. It's an outdoor sport. And the water just kept coming up. There was nothing they could have done any different that would have made it any different. No, we left at 2 o'clock, 2:20.
Patrick says we pulled out about 2:30.
Add them to the other 800 tires. Yeah. I own a tire shop at this point. Yeah, we pulled out around 2:30. So, I mean, he did everything he could. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad that we didn't go for steak dinner, but maybe that call we should have made. But instead of steak dinner, I'll tell you what we did do. We had the fucking ultimate cook-off.
We invited everybody over for dinner. Yeah.
We cooked every last thing. Trevor brought over shit he had in his fridge. We emptied. We had so much food in our fridge of random shit. We were pounding out bacon and egg sandwiches from all the stuff we had for breakfasts there. We made burgers, veggie burgers, all kinds of different vegetable varieties. We made just straight bacon for people. Any food that we had in that fridge, we literally cleaned out Saturday night and just started handing food out to everybody because for me, it's a 9-hour drive home. By the time I got home, all that frozen shit would be mush in the fridge. So I told Terry, why don't we just rip out every last piece of food we got in the fridge and get that Blackstone fired up and we'll just start making everything. So it was a lot of fun. We had a bunch of people over at the trailer. We fed everybody. We got to hang out by the barbecue.
Look how big my head is right there.
Look at that hair.
What's that fucking fisheye lens you got going on there?
I don't know who took that picture, but yeah, makes my head look huge and my body look little. This one's a better picture. See?
Oh, that one is exactly how you look most of the day there.
Yeah. So, no, it was awesome. I mean, I had a great time Saturday, even though we didn't get to race. It just, it sucked.
It was wet.
It was wet. What did Chris say? With the high dew points and humidity, second rain was the killer. Then going into the night, KD is like that. When it rains as much as it does there, I've been in that situation there for 5 months. I mean, in fairness, KD is in a fucking valley. So all water runs downhill and pools at the bottom. And that happens to be where the track is.
Where in the world was the track hawk this weekend?
He did miss out on the food. He went racing locally here. They had a no prep as well.
All right. That's okay.
They tried everything they could to dry the track. 100%. Those guys were out there working the whole time after it rained. So anyone who's pissed off about it, you might want to just think a little bit deeper into it. It's not as easy as you'd think. Best food at the track. Oh, yeah. If I bring my Blackstone, be prepared. There's going to be some good eating. You don't get this sweet body that I have by not eating. I'll tell you that much.
Stop.
T. Diddy said, say less. It's cooking time. Oh, yeah. Terry jumped in to help me because I had that fucking Blackstone full of food. And I'm like, I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of going on here.
It was a 2-man job. There was a lot on there.
I'm going to just give you a little secret that we learned about Ben this weekend. Ben is like a gopher. You won't see him until you bust out the Blackstone. And once the food is ready to plate, Ben appears out from like underneath trailers or out of the ground, or he just comes around the corner and he's like, oh, hey guys, what? Oh, wow, look at that. You got all this food prepared. Ben is a master of smelling out when the food's ready. His timing is impeccable every single time. So we definitely had some good eating, and he's always welcome to eat with us. Yeah, Terry was slumming it. He was asking around the track if anyone had any Class 5 Wagyu in their trailer, but it didn't seem that this was the right clientele for Terry's usual.
Trust me, I looked all over 4 or 5 different counties surrounding that place. It was rough. Trying to find
didn't you go to the grocery store, the meat section, and they had a thing of hot dogs?
It was hot dogs and some kind of sausage in a tube. I don't know.
Tube sausage. Yeah. Ben drank well too. Ben was well taken care of. I know now why he likes to come to the track for these lives. Jamie on the mic too was fire. He's hilarious.
He's awesome. I talked to him a couple times.
Terry used veggie oil or baby oil? He used some. Actually,
don't start. Don't start.
Terry doesn't use veggie oil or baby oil. Terry comes out with $26 truffle oil.
Yeah.
Was it 26 or how much was it? It was
It was
expensive.
20 something
Yeah.
for the small bottle, the little baby with the matching salt. It's fine. Not a big deal.
I am planning on the second War in the Woods because I missed the first one, but don't hold me to it. We'll see. Ben did pop up when steaks came up.
It was so good.
Class 5 Wagyu. That's all Terry eats. If it ain't class 5 and up, don't even talk to him. Is it up or down? Is it the lower the Wagyu, the better, or the higher the number?
Which scale? The Japanese scale or the U.S. scale? Because we're talking.
Or the Australian.
Totally
There's also
different.
the Australian scale. Speaking of Australian Wagyu, where'd you go?
Uh-oh. What? I'm sorry, what?
Where'd you go after KD?
I went.
A little bird told me that you were eating some Australian Wagyu and paid way too much money again for a fucking steak that looks like it should have cost $9.
Me?
Yes, you.
Weird,
right?
Weird, right?
Oh, I do have a picture. This was the inside of Terry's car.
Oh, God.
Look at this fucking thing. Looks like a strip club from the inside.
It's not
I
a big
forgot
deal.
I had that picture.
I'm going to
All right, let's move on to Saturday. We got to the track late because we left the track at 5 a.m. on Friday night. Saturday, we got to the track around 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock.
A little later, yep.
Yeah. We made breakfast again, breakfast sandwiches. And then we slowly got prepared. We had to mount new tires, so we had to take the slicks off the bead locks and put on radials for the radial class we were going to run. And it was beautiful and sunny when we got there. It was a really nice day.
Yeah, got started. We actually waited around a while. We dicked around for quite a while because it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice out. We screwed around. I started getting fitted into the power wheels, seeing how it felt. Was amping myself up, and then the sky after that kind of started to look a little bit like this. A storm started rolling in, so everyone said it was going to rain for a little bit. So we dropped the canopy down. The wind picked up for a little while there.
Yeah, before it rained.
And then it ended up raining, and
do you see those?
Yes.
All right.
And then we decided to change the tires while we were waiting for the rain. So we were in the trailer doing bead locks. While it poured outside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was very wet. I had to walk around in my bare feet, and it felt like you were walking in puddles of piss, which I'm sure we were.
Warm water.
It was very warm water on the ground.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got all the tires ready. And then at that point, it looked like a rave party in the car. Oh, yeah. In Terry's car, definitely.
That was because Mike had the controls.
Yeah. Then the rain finally stopped. Guys started drying the track, and they started the downhill Barbie race. So that was entertaining, to say the least. So we brought a Dodge 3500 dually, which I have only this picture here with us. That was custom modded. All I did was a little bit of framework and extended the seat so I could sit in it. So just to give you guys an idea on how it was. This is the live version of the pass down the mud hill at KD Dragway. POV, as they say.
Is this the whole Canadian team? Hey, you guys win. We'll give you
ready, eh? Yeah. He's got dualies, the double traction in the back. Take notes.
What radio station you listen to?
89.7. Duh. How else we gonna know about the barbecue race?
Don't make it wheelie, eh? I got back weight here.
Forward, guys. That's on you.
All right, Mike, on your mark. Get set. Go.
Good job. Good job.
10.1 for a 10.3. That is your second best time right there.
So we did all right. Clean A to B. Steering was a little fucked up, I'll be honest. That was it was very hard to hold that little steering wheel.
Yeah. Touchy.
Every little rut pulled the wheel out of your hand the whole time. So I smashed my knuckles on the windshield a bunch trying to hold that little steering wheel from fucking getting out of control. But all I cared about was going down the hill and not eating shit.
Because a few people did.
Thanks to TC Tuned and the boys for giving me a hard 60-foot. It was like a 154 60-foot-ish. It definitely had some speed, but I almost flipped it when we turned that corner. It came up on two wheels, and I felt it come up on two wheels, but I've ridden ATVs and dirt bikes and stuff like that most of my life, so I kind of understand how it works when that happens. But I'll tell you, it was sketchy. And if you saw the pass from the outside, the front wheels were just going
slapping it. It's
slapping left and right. And I was, yeah, it felt like I was in a death wobble. There was no controlling. It definitely would have been faster with Terry. That's shaving fucking 50 pounds.
No.
No, Terry didn't want anything to do with it. Hey, man, we promised you guys someone was going down the hill. Terry didn't want to do it, which I understand. He has back problems, and I kind of needed him. So I volunteered myself to take a hit for the team and go down the hill because someone had to do it. We promised you guys that we would do the downhill Barbie race, so I asked a few other people. They weren't interested. Really, we should have got Trevor to go down because you could have done the same power wheels. But yeah, I'll tell you, the rear axles look a little bit cambered in.
It's got a stance now.
It's got a little bit of a stance. There could have been some rubbing of those back tires.
Yeah.
No, Gator didn't want to do it. We had a team vote, and sadly, everybody voted for me. Terry's the crew chief. I'm the driver. So whatever we're running, I guess I got to drive it. But I'll be your awesome. Yeah, I'm going to take... We still have the dually now. And if they're doing this race again next year, I've learned a couple of things. First thing I'm going to do is definitely put a bigger steering wheel on it.
Yeah.
Because that little tiny steering wheel is so hard to hold on to.
You can't.
Yeah. But the guy who won the whole thing had the same truck as me. I think the dually is the key. He won with that blue one.
Yeah.
Or his buddy did. The first guy went down and he didn't win, but the second guy did. Imagine how much faster it could have went.
There he is. Good evening, Dylan.
Yeah, where have you been? You should have went down.
Yeah, he just woke up and chose violence right there.
He always does. I think the trick was to hug that corner. Seemed fastest way around. Oh,
the problem with that 100%. Corner, when you got too close to the corner, there was a big fucking drop off before the tire. In between the tires and the actual track, there wasn't a track. So if you actually tried to hug that corner, I mean, there's a fucking hole.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
You would have died. Yeah.
I don't know if you would have died, but
I'm just saying, possible.
I'm gonna just bring up. Hold on. I saw Alex just posted up some pictures of the race. I got to share these pictures because Alex got by far the best pictures I've seen so far. Share screen. Share screen. This one. Share. All right. Are we on? I can't tell because I'm on the screen itself.
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, you're on.
All right. So there was... That looks like Jimmy Dale.
It does look like Jimmy Dale. I don't think he did. It
wasn't Jimmy Dale, right?
No, I don't think he ran one.
Can you see okay?
Yeah.
Or do I need to make it smaller?
No,
it's good?
Yeah, it's fine.
This guy ate shit.
Typical.
There's me hitting that corner.
Both doors open.
Grease, both doors. That's why we
Wide
put the
open.
sticker. See right here, that's branding, but
That's yeah, product placement right there.
product placement. I think my knees blew the doors out. That was the two girls. Yeah.
Sweet tits, his doors open.
Yeah. And the computer on the front looks like it's coming out. I like that there's also a what are those drinks?
She was drinking
There.
White Claws.
White Claw in the cup holder on the corner. That was us further down. See the camber of that back wheel? She's definitely struggling.
You've got almost 2 tires, opposite tires off the ground.
Yeah. This guy had to lean into her in the Range Rover.
The Rover.
Oh, those tires were unforgiving. that one's a little. That was like our original one. Look at the back tire on that thing. It's twisted up too.
God.
This guy didn't make the corner in the Ford. Go figure. Fucking Fords. Oh, there was a mini Jeep. That's the first Power Wheels we had was a Jeep that size. I don't think I would have fit in there. Oh, yeah. No good. This guy ate shit too. There was a lot of wipeouts. That was the quad, I think.
The quad looks sketchy.
Oh, yeah. It's so small. There was Jason. Look at that fucking lean.
Look at 2 feet on the other side of the
Yeah,
vehicle.
he twisted his body around. The funny thing is if you look at the wheels, it's actually flexing the whole thing. The back wheels pushed back and the front wheels pushed in. This guy ate shit too. Look at the metal frame under there. Another one. Oh, the Razor. I didn't see. I missed some of these. I didn't see the Razor.
They were probably after us.
Oh, that looks like it's not going to end well. And what was this? I saw this.
He lit.
He had fireworks?
Keep going. I'm pretty sure he eats shit too.
There's Julie and Sarah upside down. There's the Razor. I knew that picture looked like it wasn't going well. This guy looks like he's Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
It folded the cage. It's a hard hit when it folds the cage. Like I said, I warned them. 2-man luge, not a smart move. This guy's facing the wrong way. Right out the rip. See, that one looks... This guy went down with vice grips, and he held the record in the beginning. He had the fastest time. I think those low... See, because even Jason had this low, like... I don't know what that is, a quad or dune buggy?
Yeah.
I think that's the key, because your legs are out front. Oh, yeah. That thing had better days. Oh, that was before the tires.
Oh.
Oh, there. Oh, what's up with the front wheel?
It's getting ready to fold in.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Oh, it's a Mack truck. This one had full suspension on it. Did they race each other?
The Gravedigger one. They must have. He went down almost first, or not? Didn't he go first?
Yeah, he went near the beginning. The Gravedigger had full suspension on that. Oh, they were running into each other. I would definitely not be doing that with that car.
She's driving around them.
Yeah, that's not going to end well. There's Julie and Sarah. Yeah, the wheels look fucked up on that thing. Yeah, that drive. Oh, that was the guy who flipped right at the end. Remember, end over end? It got stuck in the mud. Yeah, this must have been after. I didn't see. Yeah, there's the quad. Oh, there's my finish. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is this what happened? It folded on itself?
It's not happy.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Oh, he's in the steering wheel there. These are great picks. This is the guy who won. See? Dually life. His dually's better than mine. He must have reinforced the axle more. Because the back tires aren't folded up. Yeah, that's at that point is when I thought we were going into the tires. When both tires were off the ground. I was like, oh no. Yeah, that one's fucked. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. I think we're back at the beginning.
Yeah.
No, the Barbie wheel, yeah, Alex's picks are gold. He had the best picks I've seen so far of the Hot Wheels. Oh, maybe the Princess. That's possible. When I was racing, I knew that the guy in the dually had the fastest time. But once I was done, I actually left before the thing ended because we had to get those tires on the truck and stuff and get ready because I thought we were racing. So we had to get back to the pits and get everything set up. Excuse me. I was at the end when 4 of them went down the hill together. We had turbos on the Power Wheels. I was hitting the button. You could hear the blow-off valves going.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Wide and low, I think, is the key on that. Yeah, I agree. But if the Princess won, then that's wrong.
Because that thing was up and had cookie cutters or something on it.
Wide at the end. It's like a real Range Rover falls apart before you get where you're going. Oh, they went 4 wide. That would have been fun. I would have done that, but I don't think the dually would have.
No way.
We edited the video up tomorrow. There you go. You can see the actual live footage on Pro Tree Videos. So after the Barbie race, we went back to the trailer, and sadly, that was it. It started raining again, and we had our cook-off. Settle down.
Fucking guy.
Dylan.
How do I make him a moderator here? I mean, we need guys like this.
Tall, thin tires cut through the mud. You know what? That would have been a completely different race if it hadn't rained.
Yeah.
Because it was hard-packed dirt.
And then it turned to
The
clay.
only thing that saved was the saving grace at the bottom was the mud hole.
Yeah.
Because as you were going down, the mud hole slowed you right down. Like, I came into those tires hot, and I was like, oh, shit. My biggest fear was at the bottom on how to stop, because you can't put your feet out.
Right.
And I don't want to plow into those rubber tires because they have zero give. So it was like, all you could do was a hard, like, drift corner and hope that you just smacked the side of the truck. And it worked perfectly. But if that mud wasn't there to first slow you down, you would have seen some people coming down that hill at a speed that was definitely not manageable. Bust your limbs. Yeah, probably. The skinny tires in the carriage helped with steering in the mud. The wider tire, the less force per square inch. We got a bunch of other scientists in the group. We should start a science meeting in here.
Don't
Terry,
worry.
get your lab coat.
I'm writing all this down. Don't worry.
We better get our lab coats out.
We're not giving anybody credit except ourselves, though.
One guy hit the tire so hard he went head first. Oh, man. I think the diameter.
It was big, yeah.
How about the dude slamming into the concrete block never tried to stop?
The one that he fell first and then got back in and then hauled ass to the bottom and just whacked it again. Oh.
Swamp buggy tires are thin for a reason.
Don't. Get it off there.
They should use square hay bales instead of They should have, honestly. Yeah. When I saw the tractor tires, I was like, they do realize that we're driving Power Wheels and that they're not going to absorb shit.
No.
Like, you hit it's like hitting a wall of concrete when you hit that tire with a Power Wheels. The wheels of the Barbie chariot, I bet the bearings were bushing plus the wheels stayed straight. Hey, I mean,
We're learning, you know.
We're learning.
Making
That was
passes. We're getting
our
data.
first. Yeah, we pulled the data log. We now know that the steering is definitely an issue.
Yeah, axle.
Not
the right spine. We're gonna fix that.
Can't you upload the live video or no? Probably not.
You could screen share.
The race is for spectators. We don't give a fuck about your safety.
That's accurate.
That is accurate. Yeah, I think low and skinny is the way to go. And less weight in the power wheels for sure. Hay is expensive. They got the tires for free. Yeah, for sure. Terry pulled the log out of the dually, and we'll definitely go through it, see what the travel sensor said, see what the drive shaft sensor said.
I emailed everything to Maxwell, so we're gonna.
Yeah,
we got.
He'll try to get a traction profile put in there, traction control profile. There was some concrete in the bottom of the tires, even better, so they really don't move. Yes, steering stabilizers for sure. I think just a bigger steering wheel. That little tiny steering wheel. Yeah, if you have a bigger wheel with a bigger circumference, bigger movements would do less steering. Because the wheel's the size of my fists pushed together, it was very hard to control that little steering wheel. I guess he must have. So after that, pretty much we just hung out, and then it all got rained out. So I think they have put it off, or I guess they told everyone to hold on to their tickets and stuff, and they put it off until the September race, which will be cool. Need a screw blower on your. That's true. What else happened at KD? Oh. So, to set the record straight, me and this gentleman never contested anything at KD.
I liked it better.
For some reason, the internet blew up, and it's like, oh, Mike's dry hating fucking Jimmy Dale again. And we didn't even know anything about it. We were at the drivers' meeting. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden, they're like, well, before we draw True Street, someone has contested one of the cars. Now, I'm going to start in the beginning with this on my opinion on this whole thing. That's why we have this show, and I'm able to do this. First of all, we didn't look at Jimmy Dale's car at all. I mean, I saw him wiring taillights earlier in the day, and I was like, oh, you're getting her ready for True Street? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Don't care. I've seen Jimmy Dale run True Street all over the place.
That's his class.
Yeah. So, fair enough, whatever. We went on with our day. We get to driver's meeting, and in driver's meeting, they said, well, just so everyone knows, we do not tech the cars, which I think is a mistake, but I also know why they don't. Because at all our races, we have teched every single car that goes down the track, and it takes fucking forever, and it takes hours of your time, and it is the most... Out of the whole race, that is the most work for me, I feel like.
I think it's the most stressful for them, too. I think even just bringing their cars through, you see a lot of people get agitated, frustrated. There is
but in the same sentence, then you don't have these dramatic posts and all this shit that blows up like they had at KD.
You don't, unless something sneaks by.
And things do sneak by, but all in all, like, you know, even at some of our races, we've had people when daily driver said full exhaust, they had dumps cut out.
Yeah.
Electronic, and we couldn't see them when we looked under the car.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like was they said you can contest anybody's car into the finals.
As long as it's before the burnout.
As long as it was before the burnout.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't agree with that. Because if you knew, okay, let's say you and I are racing, and I know you have one thing wrong with your car.
And you're waiting to get me.
And I'm waiting to get you in the finals, and then I'm going to win on a technicality like that. That's straight fucking bullshit.
And you're going to pull it out right at the end.
Yeah.
You're just going to wait till you get me, and then you're going to...
I'm going to wait and see if you're fast enough or you're faster than me And then when I feel like, oh my God, I don't think I can beat this guy, I'm going to pull the fucking ace out of my pocket in the finals. That's fucking gayer than AIDS. So I didn't agree with that whatsoever. I think if you're going to call somebody out, it's got to be first round, like before first round, because why am I going to waste my time racing and then at the end someone's going to just be like, oh, well, you know, your fucking turn signal doesn't work or some other kind of bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the problem when you have to self-regulate rules, because the guy who calls someone out, and I know who called him out, and he already made a whole post about it, so I don't think it's a secret, and he's a good dude. Like, Floyd ended up calling out Jimmy Dale, saying that Jimmy Dale didn't have a proper charging system and didn't have the proper requirements for True Street. And then everyone makes Floyd out to be a fucking asshole and a rat. Do you know what I mean? So that's the position that when you don't have tech, it puts people in. And you know, and I know very well, whenever you have a driver's meeting and you ask drivers about rules or anything, nobody wants to put their hand up and be the rat.
Nope.
I mean, it's no different than prison. Like, nobody wants, you don't want to be the rat. Like, even in driver's meeting, if I know something's wrong, I don't want to put my hand up and be like, oh, Terry's car's got fucking dildos tied to the fucking back seat.
Yeah. Rat.
Exactly. So this is the problem when you have self-regulation in classes. And I think that's what that pisses people off, is either they'll let it through because they won't self-regulate because no one wants to be the rat, or you end up saying something which Floyd had the right to do. I mean, if he thought Jimmy Dale's car didn't pass tech or
it's
didn't
his $100
meet the class rules, so then get him to tech. So then they went to tech, or okay, I'll get to, sorry, your responses in a minute. We'll go through them in a minute. Let me just finish my rant, because when I start answering people, it throws off my thing. So I walked over with Happy, just because I was there, and I was like, this is hilarious. And I walked over to Jimmy Dale quietly before they even did anything. I said, hey, bro, they fucking, you know, they're asking about your car. You got an alternator or what? Like, is this going to be a thing now? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, I got an alternator. And I was like, okay, cool. So let's just fucking rip the hood off, show him, and let's get to fucking racing so we can get going. I didn't know what Jimmy Dale had under the hood, nor did I really give a fuck. I knew it was a big block. I knew that for a long time. Now, did he have an alternator? No idea. I don't know. I don't look at people's cars. Like, I've never been a guy to walk around the pits and fucking. Some people are big on that. And like, even at our races, I've had people walk over to me quietly and be like, hey, man, this guy's car has X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's more tech inspectors at a racetrack than you would honestly believe. And we tech everything. Imagine we didn't. Like, I'm scared to think if we don't tech cars at our races, what it would turn into. Because even after we tech things, these aftermarket techs find shit that I missed. Like, there has been multiple times where a guy's like, hey, your rule number 7 here says, you know, all metal must be covered. And then I looked in so-and-so's car, and one of his seat brackets doesn't have carpet over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fuck. These guys are ruthless. So, self-governing, this is the problem when you start implementing multiple rules. You can self-govern a small tire class, 28, 10, 5, steel roof and quarters. I mean, that's a self-governed class. You'd be a fucking dipshit to roll up there on a 29, 10 and a half and not think anyone's going to notice. You know what I mean? But when you have daily driver classes and you have true street classes and classes that have like more than 6 rules to them, you almost have to tech them. You don't really have a choice, because this self-governance doesn't work and just opens up a fucking giant window of drama. And I remember Corey did the tech at KD one year. I remember pulling my S10 up. He did the tech on True Street, and he checked the fuel and he checked all the shit, and they used to do it. But I understand also why they don't, because it's a shit ton of work. He would have had to have spent most of his day on Friday teching the cars. And people would have had to bring them up. And I don't mind doing it. I bring up my truck. It qualifies for everything. I got fucking turn signal. I got it, all that shit. But then the drama turns into the gray areas, right? So this was, I know, the big thing that fucking shook the internet.
What's
We're
happening?
down to one rule left.
One rule left? What is it?
It must have turning signals.
Turn signals.
So,
Okay. So?
I want it to be, we'll have some video proof.
Uh-huh.
That looks like a right one.
Right turn signal? Okay, yeah.
All right, show me left turn signal.
And he's
Past everything. You got a bulb out.
oh, there it is.
Up. Left turn signal.
All right. She's legit. We're
We
good?
just wanted some video proof.
All right. Jimmy Dale is in True Street. Past text.
Okay. I get why the internet was mad. Some people were mad. At our race, that's not turn signals. I don't want to throw Jimmy Dale under the bus, but you know very well when I tech cars, I ask the guy to sit in the car and turn on the turn signals left and right. No one's sitting in the trunk grounding out the light bulbs. That's not turn signals to me, personally. I know Happy loves gray area stuff, and it's his race, and at the end of the day. But the people who said, well, if it wasn't Jimmy Dale, it wouldn't have passed. No, Happy would have passed anybody with that.
If
you're creative enough to do that.
Yeah.
These people that kept going on about, oh, it's just because it's Jimmy Dale that they let him through. It's not true. That I will 100% back.
No.
Do I agree that those are turn signals? Fuck no. Those aren't turn signals. Those are that's just stupid. I know what he's doing. And I like Jimmy Dale. Like, everyone thinks I hate on Jimmy Dale. I'm just fucking around. I love Jimmy Dale. I mean, we made dinner for Jimmy Dale, and I brought it over personally to the guy. Like, he's a great dude. Do I fuck with him? For sure. Because he's funny. I like him. Him and Poland are great people. But if he came to North versus South and we asked for turn signals, I would have told him, you better go back to your pits. You better run some wire to a switch in the driver's seat and put some turn signals in it. I'll give you time to do that, but I mean, we've turned people away from multiple classes for problems like that. I'm not being a dick, but rules are rules. Like, why have rules if we're not going to follow them? Now, are there shady ways to work gray area? Sure there is. Like covering a seat with a blanket so it says 2 covered seats. That's fine. I mean, covering metal up with a blanket, we've seen that. I mean, there are little gray areas of things that are acceptable, but I understand why people were mad about the turn signals because it's true. Those aren't turn signals. I agree with that. But Happy is more lenient to gray area stuff. But like I said, if it wasn't Jimmy Dale, if it was me, if it was fucking Jim Bob with fucking whatever, he would have let it through.
Yeah.
As long as you could have done something to make it legit or follow per se rules, because Happy loves gray area shit. And that's how it is at his races. So I wasn't mad that he let Jimmy Dale through. I understand how he is as a person and how he's going to tech the cars. I mean, filming it like that and then posting it on the internet like it's a good thing. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have done that. I might have just made that video more private to send to someone if they complained. But to each their own. So now let's go backwards. Oh, boy. This should be good. More gray area builds are necessary. I mean, if you can work around the gray areas and make it work
and not
where it's still legit, then yeah, I agree with that.
And that's what
it was your 100. Trust me, I ain't putting up $100 to contest anyone's car because more than likely they'll have the shit, and then I just feel like an asshole. Are you bringing up? Yeah. Yes, sir. Blinker, staying strong with your lie.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah.
This guy. He loves it. The guy that protested was on Vren's video doing it. How can they? I don't know, dude. Instantly on the internet, I'm starting to get tags going, Mike Corley, what do you have to say about this? Mike Corley, dry hating again. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I had nothing to do with any of this. I didn't even know what was going on.
We were downhill Barbie racing.
Yeah, we were racing Barbies. I just came to the driver's meeting to know what fucking pair I was.
What is happening?
I didn't even know you could contest cars until they said it. And then as soon as they said it, they said, and we have one car that's been contested. And then I turned to Terry and go, which motherfucker's contesting our truck? Because I'm used to that. Normally, I'm the guy getting contested on everything. Then blinkers should have been turned on from it. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I agree with that. But again, not doing tech. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of events have been like that for a long time because tech takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to tech shit.
It's hours.
Yeah, like we start our race at what, noon? And we don't start racing till 4. But from noon till 4, we're teching cars. Every last car that races with us is teched.
Hundreds.
And we still miss shit.
Yeah.
And in fairness, a lot of guys who are racing in like Daily Driver, True Street, what other classes do we have that are front wheel drive? If there were rules and stuff, some guys honestly don't even know. They just show up and then they're like, "Oh, I'm on a slick in True Street," and they didn't know.
I got a 15-inch tire. What can I run? Or
if they don't know your rules or whatever, and they just show up and they think, "Well, I got a True Street car or whatever." You know, sometimes they honestly don't know, and we give them a chance. You know, we point it out and say, "Listen, bud, like, no, we don't want to turn away anyone from racing, but you may have to run in small tire because you just don't have DOT tires for your car." It's not their fault. He honestly didn't know, or maybe they're just playing us. But either way, they ain't running in the class if they don't have the right shit. It's pretty simple. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, shit was hilarious. Like, corrected people pissed. I don't agree with that. I don't think the promoters were biased at all about anything. Like I said, I think if you were a Joe Blow and you did the same thing, Happy would have let you through. Except in prison. Thank you, Dylan. Self-regulation promotes cheating. You know what? I don't know if it promotes cheating. I think it puts people in an awkward spot that they don't want to be in. Like, I don't think Floyd needed to be in that position where he had to put up $100 of his own money to make sure a car fits the class rules. I don't agree with that. I mean, we all show up knowing the rules, and if we gray area things a little bit, that's fine. I mean, that's the point of gray area, but you should at least follow the rules that are given. Like I said, we came with a wing. Honestly, I've never noticed that it said no tuner wings. Ohio with Chris was the first time. So I came up, I was going to race, and Chris said, "Hey, you know there's no tuner wings." And I go, "What the fuck? Like a Civic wing like the one I got?" And what the fuck does a wing have to do with, you see Civics on the street all the time with bigger wings than mine, and the cops don't pull them over for their fucking wing, but they say no tuner wing. So what do? We go back to the trailer, we take the wing off. Not a problem. I'm fine with that. I don't want to, we're not trying to cheat. We're not trying to pull shit over people's. I go through all the rules and make sure that I have everything. The tuner wing thing I never noticed, but now I know. And even when we ran True Street, came back to the pits, I said, "Hey, we're in True Street. This is going to suck today. Take the fucking wing off because they don't run it." And then we even came up to the front with no hood on.
Yeah.
Because last year I ran no hood and it was okay. But this year, I guess they were more stringent on the rules. So we had to run back to the pits, get my hood, put the hood on because I don't want to fucking hear it. Is putting the hood on going to make me fucking faster or slower? No. It ain't going to change shit. The fucking car gets hotter. So, yeah. Dude can't multitask, but blames Alex for red lighting all the time. Fucking Dylan. Dylan just here to chirp. He loves it.
He's so good. I think he's got a little notepad or something. He writes all this shit down.
No, I don't think Jimmy Dale drives that car anywhere on the street. But that's not the point. The True Street rules are the True Street rules. If you follow all the rules, I mean, half the True Street cars don't drive on the street anyway.
No.
Realistically,
they don't.
let's call it what it is. I mean, you have small tire now, and then you have True Street or all the small tire guys like myself who are no longer competitive in small tire. So we've made changes to our vehicles.
They're 5-year-old small tire cars.
Yeah, we've made changes to our vehicles to be in a class that we can be more competitive in. That's all it is. If I line up beside Casey Max at fucking a front side fucking thing, you want to see a train gap? Like, how badly do you want to see, like, it's stupid. Just like we weren't going to run small tire at KD. The cars have evolved enough that they're too fast for us. And my financial means have ran out. So this is as fast as we're going to go. So I'm going to go into a class, and if I have to make changes, and guys who have True Street cars should be making changes to go into daily driver if they can't keep up with True Street. That's just the facts on how things should be. Because a lot of guys complain, and they go, oh, well, I brought my fucking, my Coyote fucking Mustang is a True Street car. I drive it to Walmart every day and this and that. Okay.
That's a daily driver.
You see the caliber of True Street cars. Why don't you go back? Why don't you go into daily driver then and just change your car to fit those rules? We all change our shit to fit certain rules. It is what it is. This is racing. This is how it's going to be. There's going to be cars like Jimmy Dale's because all he's going to do is fucking change his car to fit the rules. And once he does, you can make another rule. You can say, fuck, you need to put windshield wipers. Next time he comes out, he'll put a windshield wiper motor in it.
Yep.
Like this is what's going to happen. And I don't consider it puppy kicking. You want to race in a class that you're competitive in. I race small tire. This weekend I'm going to race small tire at the backside of St. Thomas. Why? Because that surface is an equalizer and I can be competitive there. I'm not going to go and race front side at Orlando against fucking guys like, Frankenstein and Casey Max and all those guys because I can't be competitive. I'm not even in the same fucking ballpark. There's nothing wrong with trying to be competitive. Now, I don't go down into daily driver and shit and fucking start doing that shit. That, to me, is like, I don't think that's cool, personally, but you see all these guys complaining, well, this is what's going to kill True Street. Why is it going to kill True Street? If you don't have enough for these True Street cars, then make your car set up for daily driver and build that class. What happened to that class? That class gets destroyed now. Nobody comes to it. And then they say, well, there's cars in there that shouldn't be in daily drive. Like, you can't win. People will just complain to complain. They're not fast enough, so they just complain about it. Well, this is what's going to kill racing. Okay. Why is it going to kill racing? The other option is fucking bending over and being an index fucking receiver.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm not interested in index racing. That's
True
not
Street is one of the bigger classes there on Friday. So,
well, yeah, and it's competitive. I didn't see anybody. Look at people complain about True Street and say that's what killed the class. Floyd, super fast car, eliminated. Jimmy Dale, super fast car, eliminated. My S10, competitive in True Street, normally do very well.
Yeah, kind of.
Eliminated. All those cars were eliminated.
Yep.
None of those cars won this weekend. So how is it that they're going to walk away with everything? It's not true. That's not True Street. Fuck. It's a name.
Yeah, it's a name.
It's a name for a rule set. It's like Modern Muscle. People, the minute they hear Modern Muscle and you come with an older car that fits the rules, wow, that car's not modern.
Yeah,
you're so focused on the name of a class, we should just call the classes fucking Yellow Banana Slingers.
Yes.
And fucking Red Wagon fucking dickheads. And then nobody can fucking complain. Just as long as your car follows in that set of rules, it is what it is. If you want a Modern Muscle class, then put a year cap on it. There you go. Then you eliminate those cars that are older. People get invested in the class named Real Street. Doesn't mean they drive on the street. It's a name of a class that has a certain set of rules. It's just like Little Gangsters. There's nothing gangster about it. It's just a name in the fucking thing. It's like, people just name shit whatever. I think the problem is the names. We just have to change all the names to stupid names, and then nobody can focus in on the names. They're like, well, it's supposed to be True Street, so they have to be True Street cars. The buy-in for Red Wagon Dickheads will be $150.
U.S. or
U.S.
Canadian?
I'll post the
get the rules up on
the rules up for Little
later.
Red. I forgot what I said already.
Red Wagon Dickheads.
Yeah, Red Wagon
and
Dickheads.
Yellow Banana Slingers.
The yellow banana slingers will
So
be a
you guys
faster
can
class.
get in where you fit in. Yeah.
The internet flipped out because of why? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on things here. That's not True Street. Yeah, that's why the internet flips out. Turn signals for traffic. No one jumps out and opens the trunk to tell somebody where they're going. Charles, I agree 100%. Like I said, it's some shady shit, but at the end of the day, he made the signals blink. And to Happy, that's good enough for him. And like I said, Charles, if you would have came there and did the same thing, he would have let you through too. I know that for facts. He's not going to eliminate somebody just because of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we looked at that.
I went back to the pits. I didn't care either way. So
yeah, me neither. When I heard they were contesting, once I saw that big block, I just really wanted to see that big block under the hood. I took a quick gander at that. I said, "Oh, fuck, that's a lot of motor." I said, "We better go back to the pits, turn that shit up."
Work on our own shit.
It's only dry hate. Oh, it was moist hate on Saturday. Very moist. Damn, bud, give his nuts a break. They're getting stretched out from all the hanging. Who's nuts? What the fuck is this guy talking about? He just loves chirping. Car had no front turn signals, just like, okay, like I said, our tech, that doesn't pass. Every event is different. Every promoter's different. Do I think he would treat anyone else differently? No. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Jimmy Dale's car is far from a True Street car. Okay. Like I said, if he comes to North versus South, those turn signals better work from the interior of the car. And from the driver's seat. Not from the trunk. Not from the hood. He's got to sit in the car, like we do with all of the people, hit the brake lights, turn signals left and right. Headlights.
He'll have it done.
That's in our True Street rules. And I'm sure now he'll go home and wire it all.
It's easy.
We had a turn signal bulb out because I was fucking with Jimmy Dale when we came back, remember?
I wasn't going to bring it up, but
when we came Jimmy back down after cleaning the tires after it rained, we came back up the track and Jimmy Dale was standing there and said, "Hey, Jimmy, check this shit out." And I flicked the turn signal on to make a right.
I had one.
And he goes, "Go the other way." And I went the other way and it didn't flash. And he's like, "Ha! Fucking cheater." I'm like, "Oh, shit, the bulb's burnt out." Yep. So we have turn signals on our truck. What's up,
my man?
There's the man. Safety is one thing that only matters before rules. Everyone just wants to race. Good thing they weren't standing in front. They wouldn't have seen a thing. I don't know, man. He called me over. What do you think of the argument that allowing stuff like that hurts car count? I mean, to some people, it will hurt the car count, sadly. I think a lot of those people on the internet, after watching that video and stuff, feel like he did get special treatment and they may not show up to some of his races. I don't know. I think it may hurt things like that, but I think generally, like I said, I think we don't need to focus on the name as much and just focus on the rule sets. I don't even know people were blaming Mike. If you were watching the live stream, you knew exactly what had happened all the way. Oh, yeah. You know how the internet is. People don't even know the story, and they instantly jump all over people. So my truck setup has leaves and parallel. So my truck setup has leaves and parallel four-link. What the fuck? How's that possible? Has 3 bars. The leaves hold the rear end in. Hand signals, yes, but it says turn signals. And I think anyone can decipher that means lit up bulbs, not hand signals. I understand they're accepted. This is what I mean by you can pick away a gray area, but I think, see, I'm more of a dick when it comes to our rules. You come and say that to me, I'll be like, yeah, that's a cool story and all, but turn on your turn signals. What? You don't have any? It doesn't pass.
Yeah.
And I think people know that from me by now, that I'm a common sense person. Like I said, if it says 2 covered front seats and you come up and the passenger seat has a blanket over it, that's fine. I'm fine with that. We've had people, it says no exposed metal. They come up, they have exposed metal, they go back to the pits, cover it all in T-shirts. Again, I'm fine with that. But if it says must have headlights and turn signals, that means that you have to use them from the driver's seat. I ask you to sit in the car, turn the headlights on, and turn the signals left and right. We check the front and the back, and that's it. You go through. Done. It's easy. If they don't work or you have a bulb out, I'll tell you. Go, you can see the back one's flashing, the other back one's flashing, maybe the bulb is out. Again, I'd probably let that slide because you have functional turn signals. Now, if you fucking jump out of the car and you got to wire a battery to light bulbs and shit, no. That's not gonna work for me. Yeah, when you lost first round, people in chat said he shouldn't have protested Jimmy. That's what he gets. And for the third time, I explained it wasn't Mike who protested. See, that's what I mean. People don't. One person says it's somebody, and then the internet just jumps on it.
I think in the live when you guys were at Jimmy Dale's car, though, and you were getting the hood off, somebody says who protested, and Jimmy Dale does laugh and say it was Mike. Duh. So I think if you weren't paying attention for the drivers' meeting, or you weren't all the way,
oh yeah, there, Jimmy Dale said to me, "How much did you pay Floyd to protest?"
Around. So you did get. You guys had a little banter there at the car. So
yeah, we were joking
really
with
paying
each other.
Attention, it could have seemed like that if that's all they caught, but
yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. I joke around with those guys all the time, and they fuck with me, but it was stupid anyway. It doesn't matter if it was Jimmy. Yeah, I agree with that. People in the chat are blaming.
All right.
That's okay. Mistakes were made. We don't hold it against anyone. Happy Limpy and Jeff Thomas put on the best events. Absolutely. We love going to all their events.
No doubt.
I would go to all of them if I could afford to, but we pick some of the ones that we enjoy ourselves as well. I have blinker slows your car down. I'm thinking. If having blinker slows your car down, sucks power from the battery. Wing rule is weird. Yeah, I mean, it is. But it's a rule, so we follow the rules. I don't care. I get it. I know. If I drove my truck on the street all the time, I guarantee you I'd be getting some thumbs up from some heavy Civics and G35s. And
stop.
It'd be all about that life.
Stop it right now.
If your name was JD, would you have been able? Probably not. My name's Mike Corley. I'm fucking more famous than Jimmy Dale.
Thank you.
I still have to put my hood on. I'm really not. But the biggest difference with turn signal issue means you went to an aftermarket steering column. Yeah, but I have turn signals in my truck with an aftermarket steering column. I just wired in turn signals on a switch so I can go left and right. It's really not that hard to do. Get in where you fit in, pretty much. The wing rule doesn't make any sense to me. No tuner wings, but you can have a 12-inch wing hanging out the back of your trunk lid. That's kind of weird. I don't know. It'll probably change in a couple of years when everyone has a fucking big wing.
Yep.
People get invested in the last name. It's just a placeholder for rules. I agree. But your truck fits True Street rules to a T. Yeah. And whenever they change rules, we change things on the truck to make sure we follow in those rules. Last year we tried to run radial, remember? With a QTP. I'm not a radial person. I figured it's DOT. Yeah. So I was like, why can't we run a DOT? It's a QTP. And they're like, because that's a bias ply DOT. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
I asked in driver's meeting, I said, do you guys care if I run a QTP? A few people said, yeah, that's not a radial. I said, okay, no problem. We won't run radial. My bad. It was the only tire I had, and I wanted to race. That was it. So I'm good with it. If it's not a radial, it's not a radial. I'm fine with that. I'm tired of it. We're all a little tired of different things, but I think some people also complain just to complain, so they have a reason to not go racing sometimes. They're like, well, why am I going to go racing? Because X, Y, Z. And you're like, I don't know, because it's fun. Well, I can't. These guys are always cheating by gray areaing the rules. It's like, I don't know. I've been running True Street now for, 4 years, 3 years? I'm trying to think of a time that there was something fucked up where I was like, oh my God, this guy's cheating.
Yeah, where we got edged out by a gray area? Never.
Yeah, I can't even. Last time we got beat by a fucking full-blown Coyote car that he had pretty much and it was a fucking 3-valve.
3-valve.
Just to add insult to injury. Fucking walked me with a 3-valve.
You ain't worth a fuck.
God damn, that one hurt. I'm still mad. We lost in the finals to a fucking full-blown. I couldn't even pick something out to call him out on the last thing to win my trophy like that. That has to be the biggest ball washer way to win. Imagine doing that. Like, what? I don't even know how you could do that. Imagine knowing a guy didn't have an alternator and you wait till the finals, and right as you're about to line up, you're like, hey,
hold on a second. Before we race for this final race, I just want to point something out. I can see through the front of his motor, and there's no alternator there. I would feel like the biggest fucking ball washer on the planet at that point. And that's how you win. They're like, okay, sorry, bud, you're eliminated. Like, holy fuck. Take your free pass.
Take your free pass, your winning pass.
Comp by final.
Comp by final because you made it a comp by.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
You basically were holding on to a comp by chip.
Yeah.
The whole race.
You're just waiting for the finals to fucking burn somebody like that. Now, there is an exception to that rule. If you were racing somebody in a class that requires a DOT fucking radial and he comes in the finals on a fucking DO5 slick, now that's a different story.
If he switched it or you knew the whole time?
Yeah, no, like he switched it.
Sure.
Like if you tried to pull a fast one and all of a sudden this guy shows up on a completely different tire.
If you change something, yes.
Yeah, if you changed something or pulled the whole interior out of the car all of a sudden for the finals.
And tried to hide it for the last
time. Like that's a different story. But if the car's been like that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just wanted to see that big block Chevy in there. He had that hood taped down. He didn't want to open that for nobody. I was the first one there with that fucking Zeus quarter. Let's see that big block Chevy under there. If they call it index racing, like it's no way. Yeah, it's true. But hey, you know what? A lot of people like that class. I mean, I heard a lot of people saying they invented a class. They made it cool.
Mm-hmm.
They made index racing cool. I mean, they did. And it's very popular, and they've done very well with it. I was talking to Poland about it actually at the race. It's not for me per se, and everyone here knows that. I'm not really a big index person. I just can't do it. I'm not very good at it. But for a lot of people, they really do like that because, again, you eliminate this kind of drama. There's no drama. You just show up, small tire. You got to run that index. But maybe a lot of people will slowly turn to index racing. I don't know. I'm going back to street racing. Street car driving, I call it. Street truck driving. What's wild is my car has front, rear turn signals, flashers, high, low beam, brake lights, etc. But this motherfucker in True Street doesn't. He's not talking about me. Because I have
don't get a fucking Pro Mod, so it makes sense. It's got everything perfect. We all know it's perfect. Shut up. You seen that thing? So nice.
What about small tire then? People who don't know better, they'd see class called small tire would think it's fastest class, and 28.10.5 isn't small compared to 26s. 26 is a small tire, and Casey Max put that fucking tire to work in Run What You Brung. He was in Run What You Brung, right? Everyone else was
26s. No, he ran 26s.
Oh, I thought he was in Run What You Brung on a 26.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh.
He talked about being in Run What You
Max
Brung
saying he
after.
was going to run 26s on his channel. Definitely.
Because he thought that 26s would be bigger than Run What You Brung.
Yeah.
So he went into 26s, and then Run What You Brung was bigger. But he didn't want to double class because of his system there has to recharge in between passes, and he didn't think he would have enough time to do both. So he just stuck with 26s.
It has this. You got to DM me what the rear end looks like, because I am confused as fuck. You got sliders on leafs and parallel 4-link bars. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
He's gray area in you right now.
I don't even understand how that works. I got to see that. Jimmy gonna have to set it up through the. You can make buttons on the Holly on the dash to fucking do whatever. He just has to do it. That's the thing, right? It's just work.
Yeah, let's do it.
It has a main stock leaf. This guy's really.
He's a scientist, like us.
Yeah, it has a main stock leaf only installed with a slider at the housing. The leaf is really just. Oh. So it's parallel 4-link. You just left a leaf, like half a leaf spring in there. Now it makes sense. I was like, how the fuck does a full leaf spring and parallel 4-link work together? Doesn't make any sense. I'm a leaf spring guy. I figured out these leaf springs, and now I actually like them. If I went to 4-link now, I'd fuck my whole truck up again and have to start at 0. Jimmy Dale is the Happy Gilmore of racing. That's true. Jimmy Dale pitted under my tent. It was comical how many people came over after tech, taking pictures, whispering around his car. They would wait until Jimmy Dale wasn't around, of course. Yeah. It's only gay if you like it. I hate my big wing, but it works.
His was working this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Landon's car was flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got? Oh, and by the way, no split now either. Poland gave me a full review of the hood off in the live. What's this say? We're all doomed. The society we live in is all about negatives and love to see people fail. See, spoken by. This was Jesus' right hand when he was on the planet. Yep. Limpy was harnessing the dinosaurs, corralling them for dinosaur meat. Where do you think Black Angus steak came from? Brontosauruses. Limpy used to fucking corral them. Yeah. Never seen a grown man corral a dinosaur? You got to look back to times BC. They should have been called BL before Limpy. But 1,000 BL. Yeah, Brian White is a bad man. He took out Casey Max on a 26, and Casey Max was fucking flying. That dude can hang his head high, because that's a kill right there. Chris got comfortable. This was his first time around.
Somebody said Casey Max is getting comfortable with all the winning.
Oh.
Slacking.
Brian White is the best. Brian White kills it on 26s, 100%. I agree with that. I added 30 pounds on the right.
Somebody asked how close his race was there in the final, I think, and that's a little bit of an explanation.
I gotcha. Yeah, there's some conversations going on in the background here too, so I don't really have to post them.
I saw him get out there in the marbles. That was unfortunate.
Limpy is the GOAT. Leaf springs with assassin bars or callouts works just like a 4-link. To a certain degree, I agree. Where they don't work like a 4-link is when things are really bumpy. Monoleafs do not like bumpy tracks, and from what I've learned over the last 4 years, suspension, if I could get electronic dampen, like the Jeeps have, electronically controlled dampening suspension would definitely help in the rear of a leaf spring vehicle. Because on a flat track, leaf springs are awesome because there's no bumps, so they work very well. But when you get into this no prep shit and back sides that are very bumpy, a leaf spring is hard to control because you don't want it too tight and you don't want it too loose. And for the 60 foot, you want it a certain way, but then that may not work well on the bumps. So it becomes like a balancing act of exactly how you want to set it up. It's easy on a track that's relatively smooth because it won't get rattled as badly, I'd say. He's using leaf springs to locate the rear end side to side. Problem is you have to use floaters, or the 4-link and leaf springs would put you in a bind together. Yeah, that makes sense because the 4-link articulates, right, a little bit. Jesus, I'm still not at the bottom here. 4-link is easier to make changes from front to back side. It has ultimate adjustability. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A 4-link is much easier to adjust when you're going to a backside that has more bumps and shit like that. It's leaf springs are harder to deal with. I know Ryan went, and I know what Ryan went, and that's false info.
Now you're just getting deep.
Yeah, I'm lost in this conversation.
These guys are having a totally different show over there.
You will get to see it. I'm local to Orlando. It's my home track. You will get to tech it. Perfect. I can't wait to see it. I want to see what you did. I love science. Terry and I, big science guys.
I wrote all this down.
If you reinvented something and you have your own design, I'm all about it. I think that's awesome because if we don't keep trying new things or pushing the limits, you lose that kind of, what's it called? Ingenuity. I love the ingenuity. That's part of what makes no prep racing so cool is just seeing some people call it gay and this and that. And they're like, oh, look at this guy's car is gay. Blah, blah, blah. But I think ingenuity is just cool to see what people experiment with. I mean, some stuff looks stupid as shit. I agree 100%. It does look dumb. But some stuff really works very well. And people have figured out certain things like aero with front splitters and different shock relocation and different, like this guy parallel 4-link with leaf springs. Like I love all that stuff. I think it's cool that people are experimenting. We experiment with shit all the time, and honestly 90% of it is fucking trash. But if we didn't do it, we would never know.
Yep.
And even with tuning stuff, I've always told my customers, I build cars so that I can experiment on them. So when I blow my own shit up, it's fine. I won't do it to a customer's car. You know what I mean? You need to have stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a shame when I fucking
stop it.
When I train Gap Dylan in Grand Bend again this year. It's going to be tough for him to swallow with that full-blown fucking chassis pro mod fucking deal. And all he's going to be, I'm going to put a special sticker on my big wing just for Dylan.
You think he's going to see it?
Oh, he'll see it, definitely. He's going to be staring right at it the whole time. He'll get out on the 60 with that fucking 1,400-pound chassis fucking pro mod he's got, but we'll see.
That's because he leaves on 72 pounds of boost.
Look, see how cocky he is already? Sure, we can go off the trailer Friday, Saturday, Friday. Whatever the first day is, I'm down with that. But for the belts, I'm going chip draw. I got business to take care of. I need one of those belts with my truck on it. Older muscle cars, 4-link. Interesting. Nope, it has a wishbone. The leaf is installed as it normally would be, but it's really connected to the axle. The leaf is for show and tell. I'll admit it. Hey, gray area. There you go.
It has stock suspension. It's just not
Ish.
used.
Stock suspension-ish.
It's all there, just not functioning.
Dylan, how'd you do at Salem, Ohio? Let's see your win you pulled off. I must have missed the post. Maybe he can post his trophy. I'm talking this Sunday. What the fuck is this Sunday? Oh, St. Thomas? I'm not racing you off the trailer at St. Thomas. Too slow there. That's pro mod shit at St. Thomas. He knows, see? He knows where to pick and choose. He's like, I'm going to call him out off the trailer on the fast surface.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Or you can dodge a Dylan.
Don't get him fired up again. He was picking on
Let me guess,
LDL.
Crispy, you think tattoos are trashy too. Just stop. Change the stator, way too loose. It's back. Hey, you know what I did today? That's funny that you changed the stator because I changed the whole converter. I had to call Buis and let him know that the Duck Hunter's reloaded into the transmission. That he better look out. I don't know if we're going to Milan. Terry, what is in the background? It sounds like someone's pissing in your fucking living room.
My fish tank.
Oh, I kept hearing that, and I'm like, I got to take a piss. All I can hear is either Terry's pissing under his desk.
No, it's my fish tank.
All right, well, that's good enough. It's Monday. We got shit to do. We've been on here for 2 hours, 20 minutes, chilling with the boys and girls here, if there are any girls still on. I know Gator was on.
No girls watch this.
Yeah, no girls watch this trash. They're at home watching fucking Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, love. You watch Love on the Spectrum. You fuck.
Hey, it's a good show. What could I say? James is okay. Speaking of Love on the Spectrum, we're gonna end on this.
You know their names,
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Anyone who watches Love on the Spectrum, if you see that show, that James character, this guy dates a chick. This is the greatest thing I've ever watched in my life. Okay. Season 1 goes out, dates this girl. At the end of the date, he goes, let's just be friends. Like, not really down. You know, he's not super. Okay, cool. Next season, it's his birthday. She's sitting there. He's got a new girlfriend that he picks. Okay. He's dating this chick, whatever. They break up. Next season, he has the original chick, the old girlfriend, and his new girlfriend is coming to his birthday party. I'm like, this motherfucker is a imp who can carry 2 exes, and they show up with gifts and stuff like they're like his friends.
He's a good lover.
Dude, I have no idea. The guy is a fucking... I was watching and I'm like, this guy has both chicks that he went on dates with showing up to his birthday to meet his new girlfriend.
I mean, it's probably like, bam.
Yeah, like the only person I know that could pull that off is Chris Lane.
I agree for that.
I mean, there's not many people that could pull that off.
That's genius.
I could not believe. I'm like, this guy is on full spectrum, like level 10, and he's a pimp. He's a straight pimp. Like, he's just reeling them in. I'm waiting like season 10. This guy's going to need a whole fucking school bus to bring his ex-girlfriends to his birthday party. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy.
You're impressed.
I'm impressed.
You guys are savages tonight.
Dalton, I will not be on the table. My son has baseball every Tuesday night. That's his home games. So that's why you haven't seen me on the table. It's not that I don't want to be on it, but baseball trumps anything else for me. I like to always go see his home games. So that's why I have been absent on there. Once baseball season's done, I'll be back on the table. But for now, you're only going to have to check us out on this trash TV. I'm going to see if I can get that guy from Love on the Spectrum on our show here, Terry.
I would love for you to do that.
I got to talk to him. I ain't coming on at 2 a.m. I get home at 11:30. I am not jumping on the table then to stay on till 2 a.m., so I'm exhausted on Wednesday. I will race you. And you got a street bike. 100%, brother. I try not to miss my son's baseball games. They're very important.
What is that emoji?
That's the Terry and Gator emoji. That's how you look, Terry, on
I'll
Saturday nights.
I'll just make it sure. Because that, I don't see that on my phone, but I'm going to get it.
I need that emoji. You're right. Holy shit. Really?
Internationally known.
Wow. Yeah, I should let my son know. He would love that if you could give him some pointers and stuff. He's actually a pitcher. He's pretty good, too. He throws pretty hard. He's only 15, though. He's playing AAA right now. It's the ball gag. You don't have ball gag on your phone?
I mean, I'm going to look right now.
Yeah, John. Oh, yeah, one more time. Anyone who's interested. Sorry, John. I should have brought this up before. Anyone who's interested, Clash of Champions this weekend, Sunday, presented by one of our sponsors, True North Turbos. Great guys. Build some badass turbos if you need any turbos. Small tire, 10K guaranteed. This Sunday, hopefully it doesn't rain. I keep hearing forecasts back and forth. This fucking rain this year, destroying all these races all the time. But hopefully it's early in the week. More than likely it won't rain. Pro Tree Video will be there on the 1s and 2s. There's rumors that he's invested in some serious satellite technology to stream better live streams for all you guys. So make sure you jump on, follow him, subscribe to Pro Tree Videos. I am currently working on our Cash Days YouTube video plus our the race from fucking 3 weeks ago when Alex boned me video. So we'll have a few YouTube videos up shortly in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for those. Yeah. I can teach pitching in my sleep.
Sweet.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'll talk to my son and see if he'd like to talk to you. I'm sure he would. He's Mr. Baseball. His life, like I am with racing, he is with baseball. He's obsessed with everything baseball. So, oh yeah, me too. Should be good.
I'm sure he'll rerun everything.
I've already hired a whole team to come with me. I found some Hell's Angels. I found some other gangs, MS-13. I'm going to get a whole bunch of some deadly killers just to swarm him with me when he makes the wrong calls 4 or 5 times throughout the day. And we're gonna bully our way through this time. Whose sink is running? That's Terry.
I'll turn
Terry's
it off.
fucking fishbowl.
I can unplug it.
Also
Right,
played
babies.
for Team Call. Oh, sick. That's awesome, Landon. All right, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope... yeah, for real, right? It was totally a joke. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful week. Like I said, this weekend is Milan. We have 519 Pro Streets event on Sunday at St. Thomas. We will be definitely attending St. Thomas. I do not know about Milan, possibly. And oh, thank you. Thank you again, Patrick, for bringing those Angry Orchards. I still have 12 in the trailer, so we will see you guys 2 weekends from now. We'll be going over gonna have to implement. Yeah, for real. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. So everyone stay safe and thank you for joining us. We'll see you at the next one.